course, good morning once again, St. Lucia. Folks in the region, the folks on the international side. And of course, I gotta say a special good morning to my co-host Flawless. Good morning, Juju. How you doing?
Good morning, I'm good.
How you look so?
How?
I don't know. Something different about you this morning.
I have no makeup on.
Huh?
I have no makeup on.
You don't make. You're going on. You define the odds, right? Most women would not be caught dead on television, especially
Without makeup.
without makeup.
Thing is, I was already so used to not wearing any of it. Remember, I told you when I just started, I wasn't into it, but I spoke to Miss Plus Size Universe,
Right.
remember?
Yeah.
And she started telling me about, like,
She's
I can wear
transformed
it.
you
Yes, I can
into
wear
a
it.
makeup monster.
Not a makeup monster. Like, today is a day, well, for the rest of the week, I'm going to take this time to take care of my face and to give it some good oils and, just give it back its little shine, its glow and all of that. And then probably next week I'll go back to the makeup. But it's not an everyday thing for me. It shouldn't be for women. I mean, you don't have to wear makeup every day. You're
Right.
naturally pretty.
There are some women who would not be caught. I have a friend that, you come knock on his door at 5 o'clock in the morning, and if his wife is going to answer that door, she's not going to answer it if she doesn't have makeup on.
Oh, really?
I'm serious, dead serious.
Hey. Well, now
She wears makeup 24/7.
I can't. I can't.
What does it say for women that wear a lot? I mean, you see a lot of women with a lot of makeup. Sometimes you see your friends and they have so much makeup on. You have a brand new white T-shirt on, and you're afraid to hug them. Man versus woman. Why do some women wear so much makeup?
I think because makeup actually, and I'm not trying to say women are ugly, but there are women who aren't as pretty as other women
You
are.
should embrace who you are.
And I totally get that, but they don't get that. Like, it's like, makeup actually makes you look
Better.
pretty. Like, not just pretty, but beautiful. There are women who do wear makeup and you'll be like, wow. The minute she wipes it off, you'll be like, just so like, that was what was under there, you get me?
Right.
So I guess it makes them more confident. It boosts their self-esteem, all of that. Some women just feel like they need to wear it. That's like a mask for them. They need to wear it. That's their face. Yeah.
Well, ladies, fellas, show me a man that likes to see a woman with. We love to see women looking beautiful, of course, and if it enhances your features, the facial features, that's fine. But do you think there's women out there who wear too much makeup?
Yeah. Like if you can see and sometimes they don't blend it in. Listen to me, ladies. Blending is very important. We don't need to see the line of where the makeup stops by your neck or but I think like you can't too much makeup. It just looks weird. It looks like you have a mask on. If it rains, your face falling off. You can't hug anybody. It's wrong, and you're destroying your skin. Your pores are always clogged. You always get acne and all of that. Treating people don't even prime their face, especially down here.
Here's the thing, though. I believe that if to each his own. Everyone chooses to wear or not to wear makeup. But if you're gonna wear, at least learn to apply the thing properly.
Exactly.
Learn to do it properly. Go by. Let me give Beauty Max a plug. I've been in Beauty Max a few times, and I see that they have people that are teaching you how to do makeup and stuff.
Right.
Go there.
There are classes.
Tell them, look, I want to learn to apply makeup properly because I buy makeup from you guys. I buy a lot.
All right, there are makeup artists, professional makeup artists down here who give classes like
and
Toya.
there are guys now wearing makeup too,
Yeah, I mean, especially the Chinese. Anyways.
Fellas, come on.
But there are professional makeup artists down here giving classes like Toya.
Right.
Toya, she was here the last time with C-Dale, and also Davia, but I don't think Davia is on here. Davia Black for Ezra. I don't think she's on here, but there
Just
are
I can hear you.
people. There are people who give classes on that. You just pay a little something and you get like a full consultation and all of that. It's worth it, because let me tell you, I've seen girls with potato wedges as eyebrows, and it is not like why are you drawing your eyebrows so thick on your face? I don't get it.
Yeah, that's strange. That's why we do man versus woman, right? So we can get to learn about each other.
Right.
We ask the questions that nobody else wants to ask, and we give answers that nobody else wants to hear.
Right.
Now, ladies, go and learn how to apply makeup properly. And what's with this shaving off the eyebrow to draw it back?
Yeah.
You do that too, right?
No.
You've never done that?
Well, I mark my eyebrows, but I don't shave them off. But I barely mark my eyebrows.
You barely like that.
I barely.
So
they're naturally.
That's naturally like that.
Yeah, they're naturally that way.
Manicured.
Huh?
Well,
yeah, they're.
so
You should see my brother's one. His looks like it's shaved.
A girl.
Yeah, but it's not
girl.
shaved.
It
Whatever.
looks like a girl.
Yeah, he has girly eyebrows. I give him
As
that.
my son would say, he looks like a girl. But yeah, I mean, I believe that while everyone wants to look, you always look appealing. There's such a thing as too much makeup and
too much, not the right shade.
Yeah, that too.
It's like you walk in like your neck dark and your face fair. Your everything else dark and your face just fair. I don't like to see that.
And you know what? I wouldn't use the word hate. It is a very strong word, but I don't like to see shabbing women with a lot of makeup.
Why?
Because you're shabbing already.
So.
You know, to me, because they never ever have the right shade.
That's the thing. If they have the right shade, that's the thing. It's very hard for a
and some dark ladies too. You see them. You see their neck and the rest of their body, their hands and feet dark, and their face white.
They have like
get the right shade.
Right. But when it comes to fair skin people, it's hard to get the right color. Usually they buy.
So then stay away from it.
They buy different foundations to blend and all of that to try to get the right color.
Right. I felt that. So you need to pick that up from there. All right. So man versus woman this morning. We have a situation as usual. But let me ask you. Do you have a question before we get started?
Probably I might have a question for you after.
After you think of one.
I'll think. I'll think of a question to ask you after.
Why a woman? Let me ask a question. Who do you think is more selfish, men or women?
Who's more selfish?
Yeah.
Men.
In a relationship.
What that's supposed to
mean? In a relationship.
Men. Especially for your time, men are way more selfish than women can ever be.
When we come to our time, yes. What do you mean?
To giving your woman time, you'd rather go out and drink with the boys.
Because you're there. You see, the thing is.
What you mean we there? No, because
the thing is, we come home at, let's say, we decide to to stay out late, and for most married guys or guys that are in committed relationship that both parties living together, 11:30, 12 on the weekends, maybe 1, 2. We're not gonna stay out all night. Oh, we come home,
dude. You're coming home 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. What are you talking about?
No. I think women, especially when it comes to going out, you tell your wife, you say, you know what, let's go on a night on the town tonight. We're leaving at 7 o'clock. She's just going to shower. When she shower, she has to spend another 45 minutes.
That's not a woman thing. That's a Lucian thing.
Another 45 minutes choosing the right outfit, mix and matching this one, mix and matching that one. She has 10 outfits on the bed. You understand? And you still have to wait another hour for her to choose what shoes. Sometimes she's in the car and she go and change because, you know what, I'm not feeling this outfit. It's almost you have to give them 2 days notice. Okay, look.
That is a Lucian thing. That is not a woman thing.
Women thing.
No, Lucian.
Lucian women.
No, Lucians. Men do it.
No. Men are always ready. You guys
don't even take time in the shower. You'll just take a cowboy.
No iron involved. If I don't have to iron, I can be ready in 10 minutes flat.
Yeah. 10
minutes. I'm ready to go.
I don't take that much time to prepare.
You don't take that much?
Right.
How much time
I will take a lot of time to shower because I soak myself 1 to 3 times.
Why? Are you trying to wash your sins away?
No, I just like to.
You try to wash it like a feel. You see where I live, the water is real nice. No matter what time of day, if I go home 2 o'clock in the morning, I have to shower.
Right.
And the water is never cold. It's always the right temperature. Right. Sometimes you get in there and you don't want to come out. I can understand that.
I just like water. Right. So showering is I might waste all of my time.
How long does it take you to get ready? I'm outside of the house already. All right.
I can get ready in 10 to 15 minutes.
10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah, it doesn't take much to comb. Yeah.
Well, you don't do makeup and all that stuff.
And all of that. Right? That's the thing.
Your hair is coolly, so you can just pull that back.
Slick back.
a little grease, a little brown Vaseline.
And
you're good to go.
But if I have to take time to put makeup and all of that, it might take me 45 minutes.
That's a lot of time,
Yeah.
45 minutes, I could be in view for it almost.
I like a full face makeup, but that's why I prepare early. When I know I have somewhere to go, I prepare in like an hour in advance.
I could be in view from here in 45 minutes.
Yeah. And you're saying that on radio?
No, I said almost.
I hope everybody's listening.
Almost view for it in 45 minutes. Shame.
I think there was this time my dad took like an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah, don't talk about your dad and his driving.
Yeah.
All right, so we have our situation this morning. This one I really want. First of all, let me let folks know that our WhatsApp is down. They broke the phone. The guys, I think Jules and Alo broke the phone. I will blame somebody. So our WhatsApp is down. So Tamara, run to the shop now and put some credit on so you can call 458-2488. Folks, that's our in-studio number. And
you can call via Asylum's number.
You know what?
You can call via Asylum's number.
You mean WhatsApp?
Yeah.
I can give my number, but the thing is I have an iPhone and I don't have the adapter for it.
Oh.
So I won't be able to plug into the system.
If I give out my number to many people?
Well, so what? Maybe people will call. Give us your number. We'll take it from you.
Imagine somebody reached out to me the last time. I wonder if that person is listening because there was this time I gave my number, right? That person went back to the live. Went back to the other live video and went through the.
But you're not afraid of anyone, so you can give your number out.
Okay, guys. So if you want to call via WhatsApp, the number is 721-5545.
All right. So with that being said, let me hook you up there one time so we can take our calls. Our good friend Tamara will call.
But I'm getting so many people replying to the situation.
Already?
Yeah. So.
You haven't even put it out there yet. So
I did actually. As soon as I send it out, it's like everybody.
What did you do before we get any further? What did you do yesterday with the storm? How was your air affected? Maybe the river sold a little bit.
No, nothing happened. Nothing. And listen to me.
Do you live in a kind of community where the guys will come out and bathe in the rain and do all kinds of stuff? And as soon as the rain stops, they head to the shops and start drinking their little rum and have a few beers.
That is what happened with my cousins. My cousins actually, nobody bathed in the rain, but everybody went and was like, thank God nothing happened.
Yeah, that's
Let's go drink. And everybody was drinking, but I was at home waiting for buses to come up the road because I didn't want to be in the house.
Again, we got to thank the crew that came in yesterday. And as a matter of fact, we were here from the night before. Right? And we just kind of stayed there all through the night and did our thing.
Yeah.
So again, let's say good morning to the folks watching via channel 115.
Yeah.
And let's get started.
Yeah. No, but even before we get to the situation, I just want to address something. I heard a few people saying that after the storm passed that they were expecting more. Why didn't anything happen? People were actually complaining that nothing happened. And I'm like, yo.
That's the funny thing, you find that people who don't really process their thoughts properly saying these things, because anyone in their right mind, I mean, let's just go back to Maria.
Right.
What is it to Dominica?
Right.
And how far it set that country back. I mean, I am grateful that the only thing we got from the storm was a day off.
We didn't get as much rain as
people got to stay at home and relax a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe catch up with your kids. For the parents who are always working, because a lot of people, they get the Friday, the weekend off, and the weekend for them is never a weekend that they can rest and enjoy themselves.
Right.
It's work. They turn that into a home, and they do whatever they have to do around home, laundry, cleaning the house.
Right. Like me yesterday, I cleaned the entire house.
So yesterday was the kind of day where I figured nobody would be cleaning the house. They'd be just sitting at home, relaxed, just trying to enjoy the little time off. And that's what I think happened yesterday.
A lot of people, that's what they did. There was a lot of drinking too. I know that. A lot of drinking happened. Sure. A lot.
As soon as the all clear was given, the shops them open.
All the shops open, everybody was drinking. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. All right, so
situation
time. What's going on?
So this one is very hot, St. Lucia. Hope you guys are listening. Glue your ears to the radio, because wow, listen. It says, Dear Asylum and Flawless. Yes, I said Asylum first this morning.
Yes, I got you.
Dear Asylum and Flawless, my ex is threatening to post nude pictures of me online if I don't keep having sex with him.
Ex?
When we first met, we were so in love. It's like I was crazy and would do anything, and so he had me take several nude pics. There are some when we were engaged in intimate activities. His face was not showing, but I left him because he cheated. Now I met someone I love, and my ex is threatening to publicly embarrass me. He blackmailed me, and I gave him what he wanted a few times, but he keeps using my fear to take advantage of me. I don't want to lose my current boyfriend, but I cannot continue to be blackmailed, like this. Plus, I feel like I'm cheating on my boyfriend by having sex with my ex. Like, I think I need to read that again.
Yes, yeah, I think you need to.
Because I didn't take my time to. Okay, dear Asylum and Flawless. My ex is threatening to post nude pictures of me online if I don't keep having sex with him. When we first met, we were so in love. It's like I was crazy and would do anything, and so he had me take several nude pics. There are some when we were engaged in intimate activities. His face was not showing. But I left him because he cheated. Now I met someone I love, and my ex is threatening to publicly embarrass me. He blackmailed me and I gave him what he wanted a few times, but he keeps using my fear to take advantage of me. I don't want to lose my current boyfriend, but I cannot continue to be blackmailed like this. Plus, I feel like I'm cheating on my boyfriend by having sex with my ex like that. What should I do?
Oh, boy.
Yes,
you know, I have said this time and time and time and time again. Rule number 1 these days: no phones, cameras, none of the sort in the bedroom.
I'm telling you.
Leave them outside. You know, it's funny you're laughing. This is not only a funny, but it's a funny and it's a serious situation.
Yeah, it is. It is right? Very serious.
Because here we have a young lady who obviously has moved on, and because of the stupid mistakes she made in her previous relationship, and I would say stupid. Under no circumstances am I gonna let anyone to take picture of me while I am involved with them intimately.
Telling you.
And under no circumstances, you can cry high, cry low. You can say how much other woman I have. You can call my mother. You can say whatever you want. I'm not doing that.
Right.
Just remember that when you have moved on, these images linger behind. And there's some people who are nasty, vindictive, and just outright ugly enough to use those things against you. Hence, especially in this situation. These young ladies, though, a lot of them, like she said, she did some stupid things. They're stupid when it comes to certain things, eh?
Right.
I mean, why would you allow a guy to take pictures of you?
She was in love, and she was crazy.
Love my bottom foot.
She was crazy in love.
Crazy. Well, I hope she's crazy now.
The
guy himself, I mean, doesn't really even sound like somebody I wanna give any attention to, in the sense that you've been with a woman, you're finished, you move on, she move on, and you still want to use that as an advantage to take advantage of the young lady. Shame on you. I personally would go to the police. That's a police matter. Blackmail is illegal.
Right.
You can go to jail for blackmail.
Right.
On any level. Have you ever taken pics?
Yeah, I've done it. I was younger with my ex. I said.
And those pics are still...
No, they were deleted because...
How do you know that he doesn't have them somewhere?
Because he deleted them. I know he deleted them.
Well, kudos to you.
That's the type of person he is.
Kudos to you and him. But unfortunately...
Because he would tell me, I don't want to keep... He doesn't want to keep it on his phone because, you never know what might happen.
A friend of mine, a few years ago, and this is overseas, lost his phone. It wasn't stolen. He lost his phone. The phone was returned to a police station minus the SIM card, minus the memory card.
The memory card.
And guess what? His photos end up on the internet.
Wow. It happens.
And once you get on the information highway, it's hard. Today, if I go searching for them, I can still find them. People do not make the stupid mistakes of taking, and you can always say, oh, well, it's my husband or my wife. You know what? It might not be a husband or wife for the rest of your life.
At this point in my, I don't listen to me right now. I don't trust anybody that much.
Right.
I'm not going to send any nudes, any of nothing for that matter to anybody. Like
there's a new term too. There's a new term too associated with that. It's called sexting.
Oh yeah, that's what it's called.
Sexting. and simply means both parties sending, or even one. Sometimes, you know, you meet somebody, hey, send me a pick of the, you know, this thing.
And you'll send in that.
And we also saw one of our politicians get in trouble over that recently.
Let's not even get into that.
No, that's what it is. You know what I mean? And this thing is rampant. It's everywhere. People are doing it like it is no tomorrow. People almost have no... The only time they start worrying is when it ends up on the internet.
Right. Oh, want to say good morning to Jade and Mumpy. Good morning to you guys. Locked on. Jade told me that I'm lying. I'm like, why am I lying? You don't take 15 minutes to get dressed.
All right. I mean, what I would suggest is that this young lady go to the police.
Yeah.
Have a lawyer pay. Well, you see, we in the Caribbean, like they talk about lawyers. This is a message that comes from someone. Actually, let me read the letter. Right? It says, go to the police. Have a lawyer letter ready for him. Holding the pics over your head is to induce sexual favors is a crime. And it is. In fact, that can be construed as conceded rape. He have more problems than you think.
All right.
And that's what it is. I mean, that again, there's no difference than holding that and holding a knife to your head and raping. It's rape.
Exactly.
Right? I'm not sure. We have a tendency to talk about lawyer letters a lot here in the Caribbean. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, a lawyer letter is just as good as the paper. It has to be coming from the law.
Right.
Right? A lawyer can write you a letter. That's just an indication that they're going to take action. You know, some people understand that, and that doesn't do anything to them. Right? Now, there's a difference once the action has been taken and you go to the police, which ultimately would launch an investigation, and if there's charges that can come out of whatever the situation is, you know, I would suggest that the young lady go to the police.
Right.
Because I don't think that this young man has any morals. You know, the young lady left you because you cheated on her. She left you. You know, be good. She's happy now. She has a boyfriend, and you're trying to ruin her future by blackmailing her. Or using the fact that you have some pictures of her, you know, for sexual that's rape. To me, that's rape.
Yeah, because you're trying to get sex without.
Exactly. You know, she doesn't want to. Clearly, she doesn't want to have sex with you anymore. That's why she left you.
Exactly.
You know. This one says days flawless. No. Okay, I don't know. Maybe it's something I missed. Ask her to say it again. Ask her to say what again? All right, so we'll get
probably the situation. Before I read it, somebody said, "Oh, wow, that's hot and sad." I don't know hot and sad. Somebody else said, "Blackmail is very legal. You can have police to charge him. You can also serve him with a lawyer's letter. Right. Do you also know there is an IT police department? They can help."
Yep. So head down to the police department, my lady, and get help from the police. They would definitely help you. This one says release the pics before it release you.
Yeah, I would just.
It's time to go ahead and bear the consequences and move on.
Well,
I guess this is what this person is saying.
I guess.
Release the pics and eventually it will. You'll get over it.
Somebody, right? we got somebody viewing from Dominica. This person says, "Big up yourself, Charlene." She says, imagine there has been a whole set of nudes being released in Dominica because then she said because they trust their boyfriend too much. And that's the thing, like when you're with somebody, you're expecting to stay with that person.
I'm not trusting you that much.
But especially when you're young, you expect to stay with that person. You know, you guys are young and wild and free. So to you at that time, it's nothing to send. What's nudes? That's the person I know.
Well, you see, the thing is, if you send it with that attitude, as in what's nudes, what's nudes,
right?
Then you have to pay the consequences when these things.
I get that, but I said that to mean like you're sending it, but you're sending nudes to the person you're with. That's the person you probably plan on spending the rest of your life with.
Well, not plan. You should know that you're going to spend the rest of your life with that person. So you shouldn't be planning to spend the rest of your life with that person and sending them nudes.
Well, still, Asylum. You know, like again, when you're young, you do stuff like
you make mistakes.
I'm sure now she would never do something like that. But
here it is.
When you're young, you make mistakes, and it's sad that this guy would even think of blackmailing you just for what, sex?
Just for
Dude,
sex.
there are women all over the place. You don't really stop making the person's life miserable. She's happy with her boyfriend. Leave her alone. Let her be. Let her live her life, yo.
This message says, what guy? That guy is such a little boy. He has to understand that the girl has moved on and let her be. We women have to know the kind of men we're dealing with. Not every one of those men has a genuine heart. Mate is a pervert. Thank you for that message. Mate's a pervert.
Somebody said, I swear with some humans, troops. Somebody said, big up yourself, Alo. He said, take it up to the authorities. This is a sexual harassment and cyberbullying. Somebody else said, she feels like she's cheating.
She is cheating.
I can remember she said she feels like she's cheating on.
She is cheating. I mean, she might not, because at the end of the day, she's still consenting to it, because, you know, obviously she has to meet him somewhere, or he meets her somewhere, or she goes by him, or he goes. But not that she's doing it because she really wants to,
right?
Because he's making it. So I like the next comment I'm going to read here now. This one says, all you have to do is give him one last rock, and while he's sleeping, just take his phone and dump it in a basin of Clorox water. No, that's the answer right there.
I would just.
That's the answer right there.
I would go to his home, you know, probably give him pop a few something in his drinks and just take his
Knock
phone
him out.
and mash up his phone. You know, just mash up his phone, his tablets, his laptop, every electronic device he has. Gone. Water. Yeah, somebody said she should come clean to her current boyfriend. So he can go bust the ex's bum or whatever. Blackmail is a crime, go to the police.
I think the police definitely needs to be involved in this. That's the only way you're going to put it. Go and make a report and have them go and confiscate the phone.
Right.
It doesn't say that they're going to get rid of the nudes altogether. But if they do pop up, then at least there's a course of action that would be taken that would penalize him for him being stupid.
All right.
You know.
I got another message saying, I think she should go to the police. This has to stop. Men take advantage of us women in this way too much. Some men are too small-minded, and that's the thing. I've seen so many leaked videos and pictures down here, and it's more of without women's. I don't think any woman will give any consent
to a man posting those pictures.
Furthermore, it's like, yo, what happens to the woman's life after that? Everybody sees her, and probably she trusted you. That's not something she's ever done before, and she trusted you this one time, and you totally ruined her reputation. You don't do that to a woman.
And
you get me?
Once these things hit the internet, that's it.
That is, it's everybody knows, and the sad thing is, women like men spreading the things.
Right.
Women like men.
Think so?
Yeah. Yes, you get girls, women. You saw the
person that
not the person that releases it.
Other women.
The people that circulate it. You'll get women doing that too. Like, what? It doesn't make you any better than the man who released it if you're going to send it to somebody else. You get me? So just the fact that women even take part in that, it's sad, yo. It's really sad.
And the thing is, I want to reach out to the people who share these videos from time to time. When these videos out, everybody's, yo, send it for me, and they send. You guys are just as bad, and I think it's high time we start taking action against those people.
Right.
Because every time you share that video, it makes it that much harder to remove it from social media and from the internet.
Exactly.
You know, we've seen over the last few years quite a few videos from, that involve youths.
Right.
You know,
almost
and I
all
think
of
it's
them.
horrible that we, even adults, that share these videos. Got us a good one to Natasha. She's locked on via Facebook. All the folks that are watching us via Facebook. She says, "Good morning, guys. Good morning to you, Natasha Dennis." Yeah, I believe that we need to change our laws, make amendments to our laws to deal with that. I think there's some things that's been put in place already, and they're working towards making changes.
Right.
Because it is a crime. It is a crime when you post photos of someone that they don't give you permission to post, whether it's via WhatsApp or Facebook. And I believe that we should be charging the people that share these things.
Yes, definitely.
Right?
Everybody who shares it, who forwards it, should get some type of charge. I don't know what charge, but some type of charge. Because it's sad. Again, I'll stress on that because I've seen like people saying like writing on Facebook the new, whatever is out. Have you all seen the new
video,
the new video or the new, and almost all the comments, and I can assure you, almost all the comments under are women. I see each other, send me the link, and I'm like, yo, a man just exposed another woman.
Right.
And you guys are asking for it.
Vice versa, it happens the other way around too. Might not be often, but it happens.
Well, yeah, it can happen, but it can't. I'll just say it can happen. I don't think any woman will, unless a man isn't packing. That's the only way I think a woman will release nudes of a man, no?
Yeah, I don't know. So when people break up, and that's the funny thing is, as you were saying, go ahead.
Yeah, it's just sad that a woman would even, like, just the fact that women take part in that, in blackmailing other women, not blackmailing, but exposing, and just the whole circulation of videos and nudes and all of that. It is very sad, and as women, we should be supporting other women, trying to uplift them and not ruin their lives and reputation. Who knows how weak that person is? Who knows what that person is going through? For you to go and expose that person, so take part in it, and when you hear the shout, who knows what might happen? Nobody's strong. Not everybody is strong. Like, you never know what anybody is going through. Right. You can't just go and start spreading the person pictures and all of that. And it's sad that it's happening a lot down here.
It does happen.
With a lot of young people, very young people, school children even. And it's just sad. It's very sad.
I've seen a few over the last few years with even children in uniform.
Yeah. And I'm like,
in school uniform.
I'm like, listen.
I mean, there's no doubt that this younger generation is more sexually
when your parents
involved.
Yeah.
But
definitely.
The thing is, though, if you're going to do it, you gotta have a little pride about yourself. I'm not telling you that there's anything that I can say right now or do that would stop you from having sex, especially youths. Right. But at the same time, you all have to start thinking. Think hard what you're doing, because you see these video things that you have, even when you take photos when you're having sex, even adults, and you take photos with your partner, you gotta think of where they might end up before you actually take these photos, because we're seeing how easy all it takes is a click of a button.
Right.
Click of a button, somebody get mad at you. Even girls, sometimes they hook up to have girls' night and they take pictures of themselves doing all kinds of crazy stuff. That person might get into an argument with you tomorrow and decide to just post your photos alone.
All right.
What you going to do?
That's crazy.
What are you going to do when that happens?
Exactly.
So we need to think. We need to think a lot more and respect ourselves a lot more. I think a lot of times when people do that, it's because they don't respect themselves, honestly. All right. This one says, no matter how much you love, that does not give the right to take any nude pics. You never know what will happen to you or him. Hence the reason we should be very careful when it comes to these sort of things. And that's true. That's true. We never know what's going to happen. Sometimes it's not even your partner that would do it. They might lose their phone. Someone find the memory card and decide, hey, let me have some fun with this. It's not fun you're having. You're destroying someone's life.
Exactly.
And these things can destroy some people's life.
Exactly.
I've heard stories of people actually committing suicide because they just couldn't handle the embarrassment that these things bring to them.
Right. The only exception, the only way I would be okay with the idea of exchanging nudes and stuff, probably if you're in a relationship, you guys have been together, so let's say 10 to 15 years. 10 to 15 years, and that person probably traveled to work, so it's like you guys miss each other, so why not?
Why not,
but it's not anything crazy pictures, just a little, a little something for Bae, because Bae misses me. But don't put your face in it, though.
When Bae mad at you, this is a situation, now that Bae misses you, you send him a nude. When Bae mad at you, those nudes become everybody's nudes.
But the thing is, you'll need to have a good bit of years between you. It can't just be somebody you just got with 2 years, 3 years, and that's the thing now. People think when they're together 2 years, 3 years, they're like, I've been with you for 3 years. Like 3 years is something. 3 years is the relationship's still fresh. People have. I know people. My parents going to have 32 years together.
Right.
That's long. 3 years is nothing. So when you're in a 3-year relationship, your relationship is still
okay
fresh.
for your mom and dad to take.
Why not? Stay no
okay, because they've been together for 33
exactly.
years.
So 10,
okay
15 years together, sure.
Yeah.
Don't overdo it. Don't send crazy pictures. The only exception is if it's you guys are now in a long distance relationship because of work or something, and you just want to do it. Don't put your face in it. Next thing, big get mad at you and decide to blackmail you. But yeah.
And whilst people will continue to do these things, people will continue no matter what, right? But you know what I find the second part of this is she's now in a relationship with someone else.
That's the thing.
You know, and I think that she ought to, sit down with her boyfriend and say, look, you know what, this is the situation. I've been with this guy, I was with this guy and I did some stupid things and he's now using it against me. And maybe your boyfriend will, could not go to him, but advise you as to what course of action to take.
But here where she went wrong, she has slept with him.
Yes.
That is the thing.
Out of fear.
Really?
I'm sure she was afraid that he was actually going to post the pictures.
Let me tell you what I feel like, and I'm going to be straight up. To the writer.
No, that's what we do here.
To the writer, you're being silly. Your ex has nudes of you. He's threatening to expose you, to blackmail you. You go to the authorities. You're not a child. You don't give him sex. Give into what he wants.
Right.
You don't do. Why are you giving him so much power over you? You get me? To the point where you're saying, now you feel like you're cheating on you are cheating on your boyfriend.
That is the part to play. Even though I feel sorry for you, and you have a big part to play.
Exactly. You sent the nudes, and you let him have that power over. You could have gone to the authorities. You could have exposed him on Facebook and say, you're threatening to expose me because I don't want to give you sex. You don't have to put out your pictures. You can expose him before he exposes you. Right. And let everybody know what he's saying he's going to do. And if he does do it, then hey, the authorities are going to take the other step. You get me? Right. But you don't sleep with him and now say, oh, you don't know what. Now you feel like you're cheating, and you did cheat. And you gave him that power over you. Nobody else did it. So that's your problem. You have to clean it up. And my advice to you is go to the police. Okay? And stop sleeping with him. I
have this couple messages here. This one says the girl needs to come clean with her boyfriend. Let him know what's going on, and maybe they could take it from there. We got a call, so let's take this call. Hits FM, good morning, you're live.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Morning, Tam.
Tamara.
Good morning. I was listening to your show. I was in town, so I didn't call.
All right.
I don't even hear you properly.
We can hear you. Go ahead.
We can hear you.
Yes. First of all, I wouldn't even write, because as soon as he threatened me, straight to the police station.
I know, right?
I would not write her. I would go straight to the police station.
Sure.
And you would not have time to threaten me again. I will not have time to go to the point where I have to cheat on my boyfriend. Never in history. I was letting my boyfriend know what happened, and I was going to the police.
Right.
Nobody not having that leverage over me. Nobody will not have that power over me.
Right.
But
the guy is very immature.
Right. But do you think she has a role to play in this? Because at the end of the day, she's the one
who
who
posts. Of course she does. Okay, you're in a relationship. Right. You decide. Okay, he probably tell her, hey, send a picture for me, because probably they were not living together. Send a picture for me. So since they're together, they send a picture and whatever. But before I send my picture, you have to make sure you delete it. You're not leaving it on my phone. Then they will tell you it's for memories. I know if you delete my photo.
It's memories.
Yes, memories. Memories. For when we not, because they're not living together, it's memories.
Right.
You will not have that time. You will not have time. I was putting my boyfriend on scene, and I was going to the police. Yeah. I was not doing it. So I think she should go to the police station and report it.
Definitely.
Report it, and he would have seen a side of me he never saw before. As soon as he threatened me, oh, you want to threaten, you see who does the bad John. And as if to me, like the fella just joking. To me, he's not joking, but like he probably know it will get to her, so he just say it. He will not do it for you. Just to, get, because he know what pricking her. So, he pricking her, telling her, and then to the point where she goes. So that's probably one of the, but I would go to the police. You're not having time. I will not even have time write to you all.
Right.
I will not write her. Right. I come in, I go home. Where my mother?
Yeah.
Sorry, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you very much. Oh boy, and that's true. I mean, at the end of the day, she needs to do something about it, because this thing will continue, and ultimately, it's gonna be bad for her, because it might end up ruining the relationship she's in right now. I don't know how her boyfriend is going to receive the fact that he actually agreed to sleep with the guy.
Exactly. I'm still confused why she said she feels like she's cheating. I just don't understand that. Yeah. How can you feel like you're cheating even if it's your ex?
This one says, giving him sex for the last time will not help her. Maybe he has it on his laptop or some other device. She never knows. So giving it to him, his advice, giving in to his advances will only hurt her and her new relationship. I believe that she ought to go to the police with this one. Because obviously mate is, he's not genuine. If he was, he would accept the fact that she moved on.
Exactly.
Wish her all the best. Why do we find it so hard to move on though? Why is it when we're in a relationship and it doesn't work out, we can't just say, okay, you know what? I know I have my faults, and you have yours, and we couldn't find a way to bridge a gap. So let's move on. You be happy, I be happy. Why can't we do that? We always want to be vindictive and try to hurt people.
With him, I don't even think it's about moving on. I just think the power he has over her, he feels like he has something over her, like he'll always have her wrapped around his finger. Because of that. I think he just likes
my
that
lady, I would unwrap it by going to the police.
I would go to police, lawyer, everything. If you release, I sue in. I was looking for every loophole I could. And I would come at you like, yo.
As someone said earlier, let him release it. All right.
I wouldn't let him release it. If he releases it, then fine.
What it says release the pic before it releases you.
No, I would
because the poor girl's probably going crazy right now.
Yeah.
She's probably wondering, okay, every day she gets a people. I hope this fool doesn't do this today.
Obviously, she's going crazy. That's why she says she feels like she's cheating on her boyfriend. I'm still trying to understand that part of Asylum. But, honey, go to the police. That is the right thing to do. Don't sleep on it one more night. Go right now, stop whatever you're doing and go to the police. Let them know what is going on. You can send them, if you have any text messages as proof, whatever you can give them as proof. Right. Give it to them and give his number, his name, his address, all of that, and let them handle it from there. Go to a lawyer if you have to. Prepare yourself in case he decides to do something.
So we have a message from one of our viewers. It says, here's my take on the issue. It is an offense to post nude pictures of anyone without their consent. So let him go ahead, because there are penalties for doing this sort of thing. Secondly, no real man would take advantage of a woman in that sort of way. And I totally agree with that. Right? It only shows how much of a little boy he is in his thinking. A report should be made to the police so that all his electronic devices can be confiscated and he be charged with the appropriate crimes. My sister didn't let this man take... Okay, my sister, don't let this man take any more advantage of you. Like this, because when you allow him to prey on your affair, he won't stop.
Right.
And that's so true. I totally agree with you. This one says, so what if he has nudes? Yes, he violated your trust, but who cares in this day and age? If he wants to post it, do not be so fearful that you allow him to blackmail you. Be proud of your body and move on. If I could, I would post my nude pics myself so people could see. Oh my God. Some people.
And I was expecting something like that, I said, because listen to me, we're in 2019, man. Like, it's like people don't even care anymore. Like,
exactly.
What
So this person's saying again. This person's saying so many nude pictures on the internet. At the bottom of it, only care. Who cares? Don't make it a problem. Let the pervert post and report him to the police.
I remember Asylum. There was this nude leak, I guess. This guy posted pictures of his ex because she moved on, and and she was dissing him and saying like, she found better and all of that. And he posted all the nudes he had of her on his phone. He posted it to Facebook. And this girl, she just started going crazy. She started begging him to take it off, reporting all the pictures. You can report it to Facebook, and Facebook can take them off. He kept reposting. And then where I was expecting negative comments and all of that, for some reason everybody was being supportive of the girl. They were like, my girl, don't mind him, you look good, you have a nice bum and all of that. That's you just the talk of the town for now. Nobody's even taking that on.
The thing is, it will eventually go away.
Yeah.
But at first, when these things happen, it's such a traumatic time for the person, especially the family, their parents. Everybody feels embarrassed.
If you have a child.
All these things. And that's the thing, yeah. I always tell people they have to be careful, even to look. Let's just step up from the news. Be careful of the type of pictures you post.
Right.
We have children.
Right.
I see women posting photos of themselves in these painted on bodysuits, right? With all their features are showing. But how do you think your children is gonna go, because they have access to the internet? When their friends say that, hey boy, as I see your mom. Kids have these conversations too,
Right, but that's...
Little children have these conversations.
But that's the thing now, Asylum. The parents of today make the kids think it's okay. Because I don't know if you've realized, but we have children as young as 3-4 years old twerking all over the internet.
The twerking, and people are sharing these things.
Exactly, and that there's nothing cute about that to me.
Nothing.
My daughter at 3-4 years would be, let me tell you, what the licking she would get for twerking. Let me tell you, I don't tolerate those things.
And the thing is too, everyone feels that every time something happens, whether it's good or bad, the quickest thing to do is pull your phone out and start recording. There's an accident, instead of trying to help people,
that's the
running
thing.
for a phone. I actually saw people run back to their vehicle. The accident happened, people lying on the ground, injured, hurt, and people run back to their vehicle for their phone.
Instead of calling. So I remember there was this, I think it was a stabbing or something, and a guy is there. He's so distracted by what he did on his phone. What's the number for 911? I don't know if you guys heard that. Were you asking for the number for 911? And I'm like, really? Like, he's so into what he's doing, trying to take pictures and post it so he can be the first to post the story on Facebook. Like you were first to because you were there at the crime scene or whatever. And it's just bad, yo.
I have a message here, and I'm gonna read it because it's how some people think. It says women are so stupid. Go in and take how much naked pictures for good for nothing men.
Right.
And then talking about love.
Right.
Love has nothing to do with that. I believe that you made a very stupid mistake, and I'm gonna give you the harsh reality. You made a very stupid mistake. As much as I would not want to see you go through the embarrassment of having these things being posted, it's a mistake you made and that you have to be prepared for the ramifications of that mistake.
Definitely.
Had those pics been on your phone, at least you would have had some control over them. But you send them, or you took them with his phone. Now for the guy, I believe that you need a self-check. What if that was your sister or your mother?
Right.
Would you be in the same frame of mind?
Exactly.
Knowing that someone is taking advantage of your mother or your sister over some pictures? I suggest that you delete these pictures. And young lady, take my advice. Sit down, talk to your boyfriend, let him know you made a mistake and this is what has happened. I'm not sure how he's going to respond to the fact that you went and slept with the guy because you're afraid that he was going to post them, but at least he knows.
Exactly.
And two of you, if he really cares about you, he would understand, and the two of you would come up with a proper solution to deal with this. And the only way I see this going is go to the police. Let them, have them, especially if you have messages with him threatening you, because I'm sure that's how he will probably get you via WhatsApp or whatever. You let you know, well, hey, today I feel like some extra. I want you to come over, but hey, guess what? If you don't, then I'm going to post these pictures. I'm sure you have those kind of conversations.
Right.
Go to the police with them. Let them arrest him.
Right.
Let them make an example out of him, because that's the problem. Enough of this is not being done.
Exactly.
There's a lot of women out there who do things for men or vice versa because of fear. We need to change our attitudes towards that.
Yep.
We need to start making these people pay for it. It's a crime. Blackmail is a crime.
But the thing is, down here, people don't really take it seriously.
Well, you know, I'm sure she's gonna take it seriously if one of those photos head to Facebook.
I just to the writer again. It's your fault.
She has to be blamed for it.
And I'm not giving
she has
him.
to be blamed not just for taking those pictures, but for being stupid. But taking those pictures for that guy, because obviously she should have known that the man is
and then allowing him to use them against you.
You know?
And that's the thing
There's
too.
no mind about that.
The type of men women go for these days, huh? It's like they want.
Well, listen to Jules.
Sorry, Jules, you laugh.
Again, get to know the person I think we've been preaching this for so long now, Flawless. Get to know that person.
Yeah, don't just rush into.
I'm not saying that you can't add a little spice to your relationship, and these things we consider them a little spice, but you have to know who you're spicing your food for.
Exactly.
You have to know who you're doing these things for.
Exactly. Get to know the person you're with, and don't just settle.
There are people who use nudes in the early part of the relationships. So if I pick everything and we say, look, what you want to see what I look for? And then when they do get together, they turn the light off, you don't want to see anymore.
Ouch, my chest.
But it's true.
Sorry.
You meet somebody, the first month they harassing you, say me pick up the finger, I want to see it. And then when they finally get together for the first time, lights off.
True.
What happened to the element of surprise?
Mystery.
The mystery.
That's what makes a relationship, it make you the little mystery in it, that giving that a little fire, like, boy, I wonder what. People don't do that again, Asylum. It's like people have sex before they date, and I always say that people don't date first
and then have sex. They have
sex and then they date.
I'm not saying that you cannot do these things, but again, know who you are doing these things for. You're going to take pictures and send them to someone, or make them take pictures of you naked. You have to know that person, know that even if the relationship don't last, know that person have enough in them not to use them against you. Right. Or use them to embarrass you.
That's why you have to be super careful. And as ladies, don't settle for a man just because he can't take care of you, or not can't take care of you like financially. Because that's what a lot of women, and that's the thing too, that's what we're brought up thinking.
But you see, the thing is, stick up in. A lot of women too believe that taking care of you is being able to buy you this and buy you that, pay your rent and do all this for you. What about the emotional part of it?
Right, and all of that, checking on your emotional,
a man that would make sure physical, that you're emotionally strong.
If you sick, will be there for you to change your pumper.
I don't know if I want to be in a relationship with anyone that's wearing a pumper. No,
but I'm just saying, if you get to the point where you're really sick and he has to give you a shower and all of that, like he can't do that. Don't just settle for somebody just because he has money.
Or a man that when you say, babes, I'm at home and my cycle just started and I don't have the necessities, and he would say, okay, well, I'll pick that up for you. There's a lot of guys who still would not be caught dead in the store doing these things.
Now that's the thing. All of those things, those are things
these are signs.
Those are things, if I'm looking for a guy, those are the things I'd look for in a guy. You have to be, because I'm a very spiritual person, you have to be on that same level with me. I can't be operating there and you're down there. We have to be in sync, and just you need to be able to take care of me physically, mentally, emotionally, financially. I can do it for myself, to be quite honest with you.
And that should be the most part. I mean, when you talk about taking care of someone in a relationship, it really, we have it the other way around. We believe that once a man or a woman can give you money, that's taking care of you.
That's not enough.
No, they have to help you to grow emotionally.
What is money if stress?
Exactly. There's an old saying: you give a man a fish, you feed him for a lifetime. You teach him how to. If you give him a fish, you feed him for a day. You teach him how to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. Right. That person has to be able to help you grow as a person.
Right.
See that you're at this level and show you how to get to the next level. It's not just about money.
Exactly.
Because even with all the money in the world, you would always be on a level.
Yeah. And that's the thing. But people don't look for that, Asylum. Again, we're raised in a society where our parents, especially the girls, we were taught to
Find
look
a
for
man-
that can
find a
take
man
care
that
of
can take
us.
care of you.
Now, when we here take care of us, in our minds is take care of us financially, give
Right.
us a house, a good home, whatever the case may be. Women don't look for God-fearing men again like we used to do, because you know St. Lucia is all about Christianity and things what it used
I
to be.
know a lot of women who have everything in their home and they're unhappy.
Exactly.
unhappy,
So what is the
unhappy,
point where, especially
A
when
lot of
you,
men too.
when you and your partner are zero compatible, you'll have nothing in common, right? Y'all can't even have conversations. Y'all loaded with money, but you'll have nothing in common. What is the point of that? Tell me.
And that's the thing, you know. People, we need to start to pay attention to you know, the things we do, especially when we talk about, oh, I'm in love,
Right.
you know. And again, this young man, I don't even know where to put you in terms of a human being. You're a beast. You're a monster. I think you need to check yourself, because had this been your mother or your sister, you'd probably be the first person to run onto that guy's house and beat him up. You know, I think what you're doing is wrong. There's no doubt in my mind that this young lady can get help from the authorities. Go to the police, take whatever evidence you have of him blackmailing you, but I still think that you owe it to the person that you're in the relationship with now.
You have to come clean.
You have to come clean with him.
Definitely.
And if he loves and care about you, he would understand.
Yeah.
Because it's not totally, while I'm going to lay some blame at your feet, it's not totally all your fault.
5% of it isn't your fault.
You know, I am going to lay some blame. I am going to lay some blame on you. Because, you know.
How can I be too hard on her? Listen.
No, but she has to take responsibility for,
listen,
for
if
that.
she had just sent the nudes and then the guy blackmailed her and she did nothing, fine. You allowed him. You gave him that power over you. You slept with him not once, a few times. You get me? That's why I give her so much blame. You're the reason he thinks that he can continue doing that, because you already made him think it's okay.
Right.
So right now he's not going to stop. She's too soft apparently.
No, well, I mean, I really do hope she is listening.
Listener, writer, let me tell you, I'm not going to be hard on you anymore. I already said what I had to say. Just go to the authorities and make sure you deal with that accordingly, because if you don't, he just might. You never know. He might be joking, like Tamara said, but you never know. So right now, do what you have to do before your nudes get licked.
I'm going to give her the harsh reality. The harsh reality is you made a mistake, yes, but you kind of have to blame yourself and be ready to accept the consequences of your actions, right? Whilst I'm going to say to you, go to the authorities, seek their help in dealing with this matter. You still have to talk to your boyfriend and let him know, because God forbid this guy gets overzealous and decide that he can post just one photo. It could ruin your relationship.
All right.
It could ruin your relationship. Oh, why you didn't tell me that this was going on? That's how your boyfriend's gonna feel.
Exactly.
He's gonna feel that you don't trust him. Exactly. He's gonna feel all kinds of bad feelings. He's gonna, so you need to come clean with him. You need to be prepared to deal with the ramifications, and you definitely need to just put a stop to it. And the only way I see you stopping this, not by calling your brother and sending your brother down the road to beat the guy up, it's just gonna put you and your family in trouble. Go to the authorities.
Right.
Go to the police. Tell them the situation. If you have any evidence, bring it to them.
Right.
And at least it's there. So if the police don't do anything about it, and he does post them, then your brother have all right to go.
Exactly.
I'm not saying but we all know how that works.
Right.
But you need to make the effort and go down to the police. We got about a minute left, so we can wrap things up.
Yeah. And. I feel somewhat sorry for you, but I feel like you went too far when you allowed him to take advantage of you that way. I believe all women are queens and all women should be strong, and you should be able to say no regardless of what happens.
Going to the police will show her strength.
Well, yeah, that. But I just hope I hope he doesn't release it. I hope it gets dealt with and that he deletes it and all of that, and the police get involved and everything that has to be done is done. And just good luck to you with that situation, and I really hope you get out of it.
Yeah, I do hope that there's a happy ending to this. But you definitely need to take action, and that's our time for today. We gotta say bye for the folks at GVD TV.
Bye.
Catch us tomorrow, same place, same time. Hits FM 92.1, 91.1. The Maximum Music Authority. Man versus Woman. I'm
Woman
Asylum.
versus Man. I'm Flawless.
Catch you guys tomorrow.
Bye. Christopher.